Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another 1212 AD siege battle for you today, and this is a glorious night battle that we have going on here between the Abbasids and the Zengids. And yeah, as you can see here, the Zengids have made a sally out. They sallied out with their camels and cavalry, and they're trying to take out some of the Abbasid attackers here. I think they've got some siege equipment that they really want to try and take out, or maybe some archers. But the Abbasids have got their own Gulam Lancers already to challenge them, and you can see here these camel cavalry not doing so great after the charge here. But as you can see, the Zengids still managed to get in some of their their Mukti, which is a heavy bow cav unit. So I imagine these guys are pretty good in combat. But they are in here doing some damage. They're going in after some of these guys on here. I don't know what these are. Rumat Al-Jund, some bow guys, I'm pretty sure. And then we've got some what are these called? Raj Jilla Al-Junds, like a sword unit. But yeah, so as you can see already, the chaos is getting underway, and it seems like these Mukti here are going to cause all sorts of problems. And you can see the Cav racing around. We've got Gulam Lancers desperately trying to pin these guys down. And we've got even more Lancers coming in over here. I mean, it just seems absolute chaos. The Abbasids don't know where quite to go, where they need to be, where their Lancers need to be the most. But it seems like they're sort of getting under control. They've routed these camels. Well, actually, I say this Arab cav over here is still causing all sorts of problems, even though it is losing decisively. It is running around and running into archers here and causing all sorts of problems. Yes, if you're enjoying seeing 1212 on the channel and would like to see some more, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. If you want to see more medieval action, this is the place for it. We've got plenty more on the way, and with the new 1212 AD update coming out very, very soon, there'll be certainly more campaigns, there'll be more battles, more scenarios that will be being made. So I hope you guys are looking forward to the update. Let me know what you think about the update in the channel, in the comments. Sorry. I'm really excited for it. I feel like obviously 1212 a great mod, and it is always great to see it get updates and some more love to it. But yeah, you can see this Arab cav here. Managed to rout these archers. It's a small win, I guess, but I don't know. There's some pretty expensive cav here, and they've probably taken out a lot of the. Well, I say that these Lancers actually still 74 out of 80. That's still very healthy. So I don't know. I don't know if that sellout was really that worth it. But anyway, the Zengids have 4,700 to defend against the 4,900 of the Abbasids. And the Abbasids have some pretty good units. I mean, they've got these Gulam foot guards here. These guys are really, really nasty. It is all tier 1, by the way, in this siege. But yeah, the Gulam foot guards looking amazing, as always. This guy's got a flowery helmet on. It's not very very manly of you there, sir. I don't know if you go into war with flowers decorated on your helmet, but each in their own. But we've got Tabadere as well here. This is like a lightly armored Tabadere unit in comparison to, say, what like the Mamluks or the Ayyubids have, but they are still pretty good. It's good to see the Abbasids getting some shock infantry. These are like light shock, like I said. So then we'll have to see how good they do in this siege. By the way, like the Gulam foot guards have got gold chevrons. These guys are insane. But look at the fiery balls of justice going off. I think they're trying to destroy this wall over here. 59%. I don't know if they'll destroy it in time, but we will see. This also, by the way, is a modded map. I'm pretty sure this is they're trying to recreate Baghdad here. So you have the Abbasids trying to retake Baghdad for themselves, away from taking it back from the Zengids. But yeah, this is a really cool map. It's on the workshop. I will leave a link for it in the description. I can't remember exactly how to pronounce the name of the map, but it is a really, really cool map. I'm definitely going to have to use this a little bit more because it's just a big, nice big map. It gives lots of areas to do some, to actually move around in. I feel like sometimes on 1212 maps, which are often just the same, just generic vanilla 1212, there isn't very much room to move around in. So I always find that cavalry and stuff like that has a real difficulty. But in this one, I feel like there's plenty of room for cavalry to run around and do some charging, and we will see that in today's battle, hopefully. Got some Ghazi here, some light melee infantry. They are pushing up these rams. They are, I mean, they've destroyed them, and now I guess they're waiting. I don't know what they're really waiting for. Not entirely sure, but we've got plenty of Ghazi here landing on the walls. These guys are getting ready to go in. And they've got Javis as well, so they can be very useful. And they're actually facing Jazeera infantry, which is a solid infantry, and this is a heavy melee infantry unit. It's a really, really tough unit to kill. And it also has Javis of its own, and they are gold chevron. Jeez. That is, yeah, that's going to be a tough one for those Ghazis to win. I don't think they're going to win, to be honest. But yeah, there's lots of the Jazeera infantry and Jazeera spears here. I mean, there's a lot of just... Everything just seems to be chevroned up. Or at least all the Jazeera stuff seems to be. They've got a ballista back here to the Zengids. They've got their own trebuchet. They are stocked up on equipment, that is for sure. They've got Foot of Skyreach, though, like a hybrid bow unit of its own. That's really cool to see that they've got that. They seem to have plenty of reserves. I believe this is just a 1v1, and it's on large armies, so I can see why they have plenty of troops, but oh my gosh, they are like sorted. I feel like at every front are the defenders. But it seems like we got some Dagon? I don't know how to pronounce that. Pia Dagon. They're coming. It's like a spear unit, basically. They look like they're going to come up and deal with these Ghazi infantry, which is not a bad idea. There's plenty of spears back here from the Abbasids just chilling here, all in shield wall. This is a little bit far away from the battlefield, in my opinion. I feel like you might want to get a little bit closer, chaps, to the front line. But yeah, they look like they might need to get up a little bit closer. Like I said, because otherwise, once these Ghazi are beaten, what's to come through the wall next? I don't know. But they're shelling this Jazeera infantry right now with trebuchet ammo, which is not a bad idea as well. I mean, trebuchets in this game just look amazing, and they I don't know, like when you're in a night-time battle like this and you have the fiery balls of justice going off, it's amazing. It really does. But I'll try and get the best angles because it's a dark game as it is, so a nighttime battle doesn't help with a tiller, put it like that. But if you want to send in your own 1212 AD replays, you're like, Pope, I've got loads of really cool battles to show off, then feel free to join the Discord. The link's down below in the description. Or if you want to get involved in some 1212 AD battles, we do plenty on the channel. There's quite a few people dedicated to making scenarios. So if you want to get involved in some scenario battles or just some custom battles, then feel free as well to join the Discord. And if you just want to join the Discord and you don't want to play 1212, that is also more than welcome. You're more than welcome to do that. As you can see, they're trying to blow up this fort tower now and then just maybe kill all the infantry around it. I think they are, but they have routed these Ghazi here, have the Jazeera spears. It looks like the Ghazi that came through maybe these Ghazi came through the gate as well, I think. Oh yeah, these Ghazi, yeah. That's one type of rain you do not want to be hit with. The boiling oil rain. I mean, these Ghazi are just expendable, I feel. Don't think they're really going to make much of an impact in today's battle. More of them over here. Again, fighting with these like spear units on the wall. I mean, well, these are medium spears. Like, they're okay, but they're made to look good by these swords. Now we got some bows coming up. What are they just trying to burn the town? I think they are. It's an English tactic. Use their bowmen to just use some fire arrows and just burn the place down. That's the thing that the English did, I thought, quite a lot in the 100 Years' War, was just burn villages and towns down by just firing fiery arrows at them. Fiery arrows. But anyway, they actually have opened up this breach. I didn't think they'd manage it, but they did. And look at this, we've now got Tabadarea coming in. Tabadarea getting ready, and I mean, they can just take on these Ghazi, which is, I mean, they have Ghazi as well, but for the Zengids, it's a bow unit, not a sword unit. I'd have another Tabadarea coming in right now to come and deal with the spear unit. I mean, this is definitely an area over here that the Abbasids, I feel like, could do really well. I mean, these Jazeera infantry here, they're pretty tough, but I feel like with the Tabadarea and these like really good bow units, they have a good chance. Also, they have Cav over here. They have more Gulam Lancers. They have some Gulam Horse Archers. Yeah, they have good Cav here. Definitely could do with getting them in. We actually have archers routing on the walls here. I guess they try to get onto the walls and have been silenced by spears. And we have got some medium melee now over here that are now taking on swords. Spears, sorry. They were winning, but now gone even. Same on this side, medium swords here, getting beaten back. These ones are losing, actually. they're losing to the spears up here. I think the towers are really helping. I mean, if you know Attila, you know that the archer towers in Attila are just like machine guns. They literally gun down units. That's why I'm not a big fan of like fighting a siege battle, say if it came to like a campaign or something. I feel like you lose more. But I can see why they were trying to take out the towers now with the artillery. You don't want to be dealing with these bad boys. But also, I don't think it helps that you got the Chark infantry here, like a crossbow unit. I think these guys got a really good angle. Yeah, they can fire right up. I mean, they can barely see from the angle we're looking at, but yeah, these guys are like firing up onto the wall up there and hitting those medium swords that the Abbasids sent up. And already, this flank over here for the Abbasids doesn't look like there's much left. Does not look like there's much left, but they are starting to rout some of the. They are starting to rout some of the swords over here, which is something. I mean, they look like Jazeera swords being routed there. That's a good sign. That I mean, things like Ghazi have managed to rout them. That is a big win. I mean, they are destroying these towers, which is, I mean, that's something I guess, but don't know if that's the main priority. Tabadori over here getting routed now by Jazeera infantry. Seems like these light shock just not up to the challenge of defeating this heavy melee infantry. See over here as well. I mean, they're just getting outflanked constantly. The spears, even though they're like not that great, the spears get absolutely annihilated by shock infantry in this game. Even with a little bit of a flank, they're still managing to do some damage to the shock infantry. The like helmets that they're wearing also kind of remind me of like give me like an Egyptian vibe. I don't know why. This guy's routing 107 men. That's a bit of a concern. If I was the Abbasids, I'd be thinking I shouldn't have brought these shock infantry. They're not that great. They are kind of breaking through. They could rout the spear unit any time now. If they rout the spear unit, I mean, they may then break through. It's hard to say. I mean, we've got Jazeera infantry here as well losing. Now archers firing as well. That's like the archers are the bane of shock infantry in this game. Shock infantry doesn't have a great missile block chance, so bows are a really, really good way to counter shock infantry. Whether they can get this third one that's just one hit, if they can sneak it around, they can maybe surround these spears and stuff. But yeah, most of these units here are losing actually. That's kind of surprising. But we'll come back to that in a moment. Seems like over here the Abbasids also managed to win. They managed to rout these spears. They've also looked like they're going to take the gate, and you can see the cavalry here, all the Gulam lancers, and well, these are all Gulam lancers. Jeez, they are all going to rush in. Looks like this front over here, they're kind of abandoning the Abbasids. They're just going to let everything die. It just didn't work for them. Just did not work. And these men have been left to die. The swords on the wall here are slowly knocking back this light spear unit, but they're taking a lot of casualties in doing it. Maybe from that tower, I imagine. They are making progress.
We have claimed the gates.
They have claimed the gates, and now they can get their cavalry through. I mean, that's definitely what I'd be thinking about doing very, very quickly, because, I mean, they can get in. They could maybe hit like these Jazeera infantry over here, or maybe help with this choke point here. I mean, the Tabadori has just been all scared off, and now it is just down to the Gulam foot guards here. I mean, if I was them, I'd maybe set up, maybe try and fire over the walls, hit some of these infantry in the flank. It's hard to say what they can do, but it's a possible choice. And obviously now taking the gate, they can just throw everything through, and you can see all of these spears have been mobilized now, and they're staying in this really cool shield wall formation, which just does look amazing. This mod, oh, really is amazing. These boys coming forward. We'll see how they can do. And the Cavs come rushing in now, and this Cavs just going to try and bounce off anything. I mean, right now, I mean, this is a good target over here where this where this gate is, if they can take them out, because I would not want to be charging into any of these other choke points. These spears are set up, they're in shield wall. You're just not going to break through. Spears best counter to cav, bar things like pikes. It looks like they are. It looks like the Ghoul Lancers are going to just charge straight on in. This is not a good shot. Oh, I say that. They just knocked this unit down like it didn't even exist. Oh my gosh, it's a light spear, yeah. No wonder. They just knocked that unit down and just went, yep, that's just not happening. Take it back. I clearly know nothing about this game. I thought spears, even in a shield wall, would stop cav like that, but no. The cav just ran it over like it wasn't even there. That is horrifying. And now they can go after these Chark infantry, which thought they were safe. They're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. We're dead! And they are. They're very much dead. There are stakes, so that's going to stop the cav from pushing up and going after the Nafatoons that are up here. But, I mean, they can go down, and like I said, they can go after all these spears down here. I mean, these are all light spears as well. These are all the stuff they just routed down here in that shield wall. So you need to be careful. I mean, the cav is actually... Yeah, I was going to say, the cav should be dying on these stakes. They're really desperate to check these charts. Oh, the Nafatoons are being set off. They're throwing Nafatoons. I don't know if they meant to, but, I mean, that's also a big waste, I feel like, for the... just one more tiny little cav unit. Cav's now smashed into the back of all these spears, and this is just going to rout so many. Look at this, so many units now routing. Oh my gosh. And they might take the gate, you know. They actually might take this this gate because of this cav charge. Oh my gosh, that's a horrifying charge. They have sent over some junior ghoul armmen to scare off cav, which is not a bad idea, but I mean the damage is done. The cav is inside and it's just running riot. I mean, it's these spears here. I mean, they're winning apparently now.
The unit is running from the enemy.
But they're wavering.
Enemy units have been rallied.
I mean, can they go after other targets? I don't know. I mean, there's more light spears over there. Ooh, it's scary. It's scary if you're playing as the Zengids right now. There's just so much cav inside, and your spears actually can't stop them. Like, we just witnessed, like, a murder on those spears. And they're actually mounting the walls here. The Zero infantry are actually going to mount the walls. I don't know if that's necessary. There's Gulam archers here. I mean, in fairness, they're getting shot at. They might want to just retreat because these guys are expensive and are handy. Don't know what they're firing at, but they're missing whatever they're trying to aim at. Cavalry over here, is he going to try and smash up through this unit, I wonder? I mean, they might want to keep some of this cav alive. They've still got a fair amount of the siege to go. They've still got plenty of resources to come in. These spears, I'll be starting to think about getting them inside. Like, you want to just be throwing in everything. I'll be bringing across these infantry. I'll be bringing it in through through this gate. I mean, you've got a place you can set up.
Their tower has fallen. Good news.
Tower's fallen. I mean, that's going to cost them some men, I imagine. These Ghazi here, yeah. I mean, it's good that they're using fire arrows. It's very aesthetic. But I don't know how good it is for actually killing men. It's not very accurate. Like, I'm pretty sure you missed 90% of the shots. Like, look down there. They're just missing so many shots. Sure, it'd be better if they were just firing normal arrows or heavy shot. But they are shooting at these Jazeeras and these light spears. Don't know how great a choice that is. But there you go. Cavalry has smashed into these spears up here. And they look like they're going to rout them. The general is now coming in as well. Whether they can kill the general, I wonder. I wonder. Ghoul Lancers are dying pretty quickly. But I mean, if they could engage, they can maybe potentially kill this general, and that would make the siege a whole lot better for the attackers. But yeah, they have actually routed these Ghoul Lancers here. 2,700 now against 3,000 defenders. So even though like the cavalry made great gains here in the city, the attackers are still outnumbered. And I mean, they've lost a really good. I mean, they've not lost their shock, which wasn't that great, but it was shock, and then end of the day, some of the Zengids didn't have. They've lost a decent amount of cav. And they use a lot of artillery ammo up, so they're running out of tricks, put it like that. Still got this trebuchet alive. I always find that trebuchets are buggy after you move them. I don't know.
The men have thrown
I don't know
down
if it's
their
just me or
weapons and are
what,
fleeing.
but they just don't seem to be. They just don't seem to settle once you move them. Like they keep like wanting to adjust before you fire them. It's very strange. I don't know if that's just me. But yes, it seems as though the Abbasids are ready to just slow it down a bit. You know, slow it down. See, assess their assault. I mean, I personally think they're just gonna make one concentrated attack somewhere, and they may break through. Having like these little side forces over here. Yes, it's distracting a lot of Zengids, but whether it's actually worth it, I don't know. These Jazeera infantry, by the way, like they look amazing, and also they seem to be very, very effective. They're doing a pretty good job of holding this choke point. There's a lot of dead here, though. A lot of them are be Tabaderea as well. There's poor Tabaderea, and you can see over here, even though I thought for one moment they were going to take this wall with the help of the cavalry, it seems as though the Zengids will hold on to that wall. But they have lost this one over here. Arguably the main wall. And now there is a lot of infantry coming through. Ramahal al-Jund. They look pretty damn cool. There's a trebuchet going in. What's he doing over here? What are you doing, you madman? Oh, he's, I guess, making the auto fire. Just use up the like the javies. So that's why you always take your men off auto fire, because then you're not just gonna shoot random things like trebuchet crews and waste your ammo. So I guess it's not a bad tactic, but you never know. You might need those 40 men, or maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? I'm still like, look at the range on these towers, by the way. They're still shooting at these Gulen foot guards all the way back there. Insanely good range. And they fire so quickly. That's why towers are so broken. But here comes one of the large forces of spears. Which one, by the way, just looks badass. This guy here with his moon and stars, looking very cool. And they're just rolling up their trebuchet as well. Don't know why they need to get so close. It's got insanely good range. It probably can reach anything now on the map from where it's stood. They could really do with some swords, which, I mean, it looks like they've got some Ghazi and that is it. They really could do with like stronger swords. The Abbasids, I don't know. I mean, they have like these medium ones, but then they've all been killed off. I don't know what else they have in their faction. I'm pretty sure they have some stronger, some heavy swords available. The Abbasids, they just chosen not to bring them today. But I think we're about to see some sort of engagement. It looks like we're going to see the Jazeera spears take on these medium spears here of the Abbasids. I don't know. I mean, it looks like they're getting ready to go. All these ballistas firing. What are you firing at? I mean, you've got to be firing at the. I think he all the firing fire arrows as well. Fair enough. They are shooting at the archers up here. I mean, if I was the archers or like the attacker, I'd be like, yeah, this is just a great use of your ammo, shooting other archers. Like, archers are just probably the lowest priority target for a crossbow, like a ballista like this. It's killing quite a lot though each volley. Can they not fire at the ballista from this range? Possibly. There are also archers down here, bizarrely. And there's Jazeera infantry that's going to obviously lap this up. It's going to run in and just chop these boys down. Easy kills here. Big mistake really by the Abbasids. And yep, losing decisively because they're fighting a sword unit. As we expect, a general's under attack. Oh, he's just getting shot by archers, fair enough. But it seems like they've seen an opportunity with the swords being moved here. Looks like the cav. Oh no, it's going in a different direction. Fair enough. But we can see the bows coming up. I don't know. Still plenty of infantry over here that they need to worry about. And they've got Javis here, Daylami skirmishers. These guys are doing all sorts of damage right now to the spears. Oh my gosh, they're killing so many each volley right now. Javis are so effective in 12-12. They never really get much joy though, because they get just killed by other archers, like by ranged units. They've just got superior range. In this scenario here, there's no archers around to save them. These spears are just getting annihilated. They've lost 40 men before they even got into combat. They're going to try and chase down these spears now, but I mean the damage is done. The Javis will get out of there. And the spears now to fight a healthy, spear unit of the Zengids. And we'll see who wins, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be the Zengids because they've not lost 40 men to Javis. Where's the cav when you need it? Oh, they still have another one here. This one's pretty healthy. Gulam, Cavalry. What's this? This is the light spear unit. I mean, they could maybe send these guys in. That's a light spear as well. There is Javis here. That's the only problem. I think they are a little bit worried about them. Maybe. But it looks like we might be about to see a charge. Here we go. In they go. Going to knock down these spears like they aren't even there, which I still can't believe they do. They need to move into the next one, but they are getting javied hard now by those skirmishers. They need to be careful. I mean, they can't be any more careful. Oh my gosh, these cavalry are just getting like violated right now by those Javis. Yeah, that was a healthy like unit of about 50, 60 men, down to well 15 now. Jeez. Well, I mean, they killed a spear off. I guess that's something, but it'd be good if they could get to this trebuchet. I think that's what they're trying to get to because it's got full ammo. It's a good target to take out. I don't know what they're trying to do here with their bows. These bows aren't that great in combat. Yeah, they keep sending them into combat with actual combat units. The Zengids. These Zengid units are actually like supposed to fight in combat. These archers are not that good in combat. They're not like the hybrid ones that we've yet to see go in, yet to see be committed. Oh, here they go. I say they haven't been committed. We have got some Gulam foot archers in there now. And they barely use any of their ammo. Like, that's the point. Like, you need to use their ammo. That's a really good strength for them, is you use their ammo, weaken units up, and then you send them into combat. They are pretty good into combat on their own, but why send them in against a healthy enemy when you can weaken the enemy first with the bows? And we have Cav coming into the back lines now. We've got Gulam Lancers just charging the back here. They need to go this way. They need to go towards the archers and the ballista. This is like a good target for the Cav. Not this massive swords. So they need to go over here. Desperately. The balance power, I'd say, is shifting ever so slightly in favor of the defenders. It's still basically even, I think, but it's definitely shifted left. And it's because the defenders have 2,100 men. The attackers have 1,900. So the numbers game is starting to show. But the Abbasids still have got a very good chance of winning this. They've still got good infantry. Good Cav. And Cav is king in this game. Or this mod, I should say. So it looks like there's some Javis now firing from somewhere. Oh yeah, they're firing from the top of this like slope. Trying to get some more shots. They've got some foot Ascaris still to come up as well. And the Nafatoons are still a thing. So they managed to take this this wall over here. It cost them just about everything. But they did manage to take it. They're already pushing on for the main cap point, which is something as well. Like, could the Abbasids just take the main cap point while the rest of the Zengid army is occupied? We'll have to see. Yeah, the Lancers here, I think they've seen an opportunity. They're going to flank around. They're going to try and hit all of these like swords and stuff in the back lines. And you can see the artillery now coming in. It's trying to hit the Gulam foot guard. The fiery balls of justice of the Zengids have been unleashed. Jeez, look at that unit. It's already been destroyed. And the capturing the towers is great, but they're getting destroyed in doing so. We've got the, why are they just everyone's using fire arrows? I don't know. It's cinematic, yes, but it's not getting you many kills. I can confirm that. Gulam Lancers here, 45 men. 45 brave Gulam Lancers. Going to try and charge this Jazeera infantry. Here we go. Brace, boys. And there you go. They're going to knock these guys on. The spears break. And everyone's losing in combat now because that cavalry's in the back lines. And they're going to waver. Junior Gulaman as well. They're also not happy with this. And they may all break in a moment. And that could be a big win there. And you can see as the balance power has shifted back towards the Abbasids. So big win there for the Abbasids, rousing all this stuff here. And we got the ballista and stuff like that. That is run out of ammo.
The enemy city smolders.
Oh, the enemy city smolders. It says it's 0% damage, so I don't know how true that is. The spear assault over here is not going so great. No surprise, spear's not the most effective way to break through. Spears versus spears as well is not the most riveting combat to watch in the world either. But they're biding their time, it seems. Junior Gulaman here now rushing down the slope. They're actually going to come and engage these spears. I feel like that's what the Abbasids want. They've got their archers here ready to just gun them down in the back. I think that's a bit of a mistake there by the Zengids. Not that it really matters though, because everyone's firing fire arrows, so I mean, yeah, there's damage to morale, but it doesn't kill many people. We're about to see the general here of the Zengids coming. He's going to silence these archers once and for all, I think. And he's going to use normal arrows like a real Chad. He's like, nah, I'm not using your fire arrows. I don't want my archers to be seen. I don't want my arrows to be seen. Look at this. He's just going to fire straight at him. So, yep. And he's killing so many more. He's just killing so many more than those archers over there are doing. Yeah, definitely shoot that general, but use normal arrows. Knocks them down just like that, and those archers are gone. Very good, very good. They have taken this flank over here, so it's really well done there by the Abbasids. They are slowly getting encircled actually over here. These spears, I didn't even realize yet. Spears getting encircled by Jazeera infantry.
Our men return to the fight.
And it seems as though the attackers are running out of infantry just everywhere. I mean, they're bringing up more infantry now. These spears just to counter the surrounding units. They need to be careful. The spears here are winning, which is something, I guess. Winning against the swords. So we're going to see maybe a charge from the general. Needs to be careful charging in the spears. Not the easiest targets to charge or to pull out of. Got some Gulam Lancers here. These bad boys helping to rout these swords. Jazeera infantry here. In all sorts of trouble. They need to get this cav across. They just need to get it. They need to get it across. But I mean, this is a pretty brutal choke point for you now. I mean, this is a first scar unit on a. Oh my gosh, that poor guy there. So gunned down. But yeah, the first scar here on this wall, this little barricade here, probably stopping any sort of assault. They've just annihilated one hybrid unit. I mean, if they could just charge around the back here, they could maybe go up a different direction, maybe try and get through where these light spears are. I'd certainly be hunting that general if I was the Abbasids right now. I mean, the Abbasids have just pulled through this combat here. I mean, there's no real need. They could literally have gone around. All it's doing is costing the men, the Gulen for horse archers, troops of their own. Yeah, they have silence as trebuchet, which is, that's something I guess. Again, kind of pulling through here by the Abbasids. Then routed this unit, and they then just gave it an order to just charge through. It's a little bit disappointing to see that. To be fair, I don't like to see pull throughs. It's not an honest way to win a game or to win a combat. Especially when you could just go literally around the combat that's going on, or just rear charge this skirmish unit. You break it just as quickly. Mark my words, you would. And I imagine that general, yep, he's run back inside. He saw that cav coming. He's like, nah, I'm having none of that. I mean, absolutely none of that. How have they got this cav? Oh my gosh. How's this cav got in here? I'm not entirely sure. But the size of the archers on this barricade right now. And the first Scary. I mean, they're beating the Gulen Lancers, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Hard to say, but they are going to route all the spears over here, and then after that, I mean, there's first Scary to defend. I mean, these guys are pretty good in combat, but all of a sudden, I mean, it's still very, very close, 900 versus 600, but all of a sudden, the Zengids are running low on men of their own. Also taking some points, capture points, taking some morale bonuses. Seems the Zengids are going to win this fight over here, swords versus spears. Though it's done a lot of damage as a sword unit. The spear, sorry, to the swords. Genuinely, though, this headdress that they saw wearing, it does look very Egyptian, and they have actually routed Junior Gulaman. I thought they were going to route the spears first, but no, seems not. Spears could rush up, but the general's over here very, very quickly. I guess the cav could come round and try and stop them. We've got first Scary now rushing on the spears, and the first Scary over here just come off the wall. Now would be the time to send in the Gulen foot guards of your own, break this barricade. We could also just charge through here with the cav. I mean, we've already seen that these spears aren't too hard to beat. Also, use your ammo on the Nafatoons. Don't use your ammo on the spears. Waste of time. But yeah, the Zengids do look like they're going to need a miracle to hold now. The first Scary hold on. I like how they have like a mace almost as a weapon. That's kind of cool. Does look a bit like a baton actually. Don't know how effective that is in war, but fairly effective. First Scary are losing. The spears, oh, getting surrounded. They may get broken. But they have broken this barricade here, and I mean now they can fire into the backs of the first Scary. They're just using normal arrows and they just annihilate this unit, but they're not. Or just charge into the back of it. Why they haven't done that? Cav has broken through It's broken through and charged, broken those spears. They're now going after the general. The Nafatoons as well are going to try and do their bit, I imagine. The general is going to get overwhelmed by Cav here eventually. What, it's 45 against what? Two or three fresh units. This Nafatoon is going to have to pull off a small miracle in hitting all this Cav while also not hitting his general. And there you go. Nafatoon's going off. I mean, they potentially can break all of this, but they also are doing damage to their general.
Nothing remains of this unit now.
The general is wavering for the Abbasids, though. That is a bad sign. Oh, jeez. There's a general here as well for the Zengids. They get a lot of hits. And the general has fallen for the Abbasids, but the Zengid one is about to go as well. If we can get any more cav in, no, they've got no more. The enemy general is dead as well, though, and it's going to come down to numbers. 273 versus 231 is seriously close. It seems that it's all going to come down to this these archers on this side here. My money's on the defenders, only because they have the towers, and the towers do damage to morale and to units. These guys are losing. If they can just get into the back lines, these like they don't even use any of their ammo. They just use your ammo. You could have made this game so much easier, I imagine, for you. Nafatoons rushing over what ammo they have left. If they can get a good volley off, they can maybe rout all of these bow units. Yep, still going to use fire arrows. I mean, it's great for morale. -4. But you know, it's a better way of killing a morale, killing a unit, and you can do that with normal arrows instead of fire arrows. How far are the Nafatoons away? Oh, they're getting close. They're getting close. These units are very similar, like Foscari and Ghoul and Foot Archers. Foot Guards, I should say, not Foot Archers. But the Nafatoons, they're very close now. I mean, these guys could potentially rout all of these Foot Guards if they get a good volley off. Oh, boy! That's not a bad one. It hasn't routed them, and they still are... they're out of ammo. Oh, that's kind of a little bit worrying to see these guys rout. I don't know. It's been a close one, that is for sure. There's certainly been a few mistakes made on both sides. But it's nice to see it come down to the wire. Men breaking. Nafatoons have gone into combat. And the Ghoul and Foot Guards here are also breaking. They're going to need to send in their final unit. Oh dear. One cav unit right now would rout all of this. It's a shame they've used it all up trying to storm the Citadel. Surprised the Abbasids didn't bring any Nafatoons. I'm pretty sure they have Nafatoons available to them. I don't know if they're tier 1, but I presume they are. Wavering units here, but the Abbasids are wavering too. Not looking good. Not looking good, but we're going to fast forward just a little bit because not much going on. And neither side at the moment looks like it's going to break. There you go. First Scary breaking here. Are we going to see the last first Scary be broken? I mean, these guys are losing. They could do just sending this unit in. If they surround it, they've got a good chance of breaking it. But they're going to use their fire arrows to try and do it. I mean, these guys are winning. Routing. It's literally going to come down to the last unit. Insane. Actually, this is an insane siege. It's come down to, what? 48 versus 62 men. Nuts. Actually, nuts, this one. But the first Cavalry are going to duel it out, it seems, with their bows, and it seems this is how it's going to be decided. It's a bit anticlimactic how they're going to fight it out with arrows. Instead of fighting hand to hand, they're going to just shoot each other to death.
Sir, don't let the men see any weakness.
Good foot guards coming forward now. They're in their shield wall. They are gold chevron against triple gold chevron. So I feel like morale is pretty high for both sides. It's the towers, though. They're the real problem. The Zengids have put those towers on their side, and you see the men are starting to waver. And they are broken. And the Zengids are going to win. What a battle, though. A very close one. And the Abbasids are defeated and will not be taking Baghdad. But yeah, this one was sent in by Dan the TT, who was playing as the Abbasids. Thank you very much, Dan, for sending this one in. His opponent was Billy the Kid. These two often playing a lot of 12-12. So really good to see. Like to see them recreating some very cool battle, or not even recreating, just playing some really cool battles, coming down to the wire. I did not realize how close it was. But anyway, we'll quickly look at some of the end kills. You can see both sides had over 5,000 men. It's huge battles. 108 kills for these Tabaderia here, 99 kills for these like Spears. 187 for this one, actually, even better. 153 for the Ghazi. 105 kills with these swords. The Gulen Foot Guard's getting 103. The best one, 126, actually even better. 99 kills with these archers. 333 for the Gulen Lancers. 432, 460. Some really good kills with the Gulen Lancers. And then you got like the Horse Archers getting 57 kills. A bit of a waste. I feel like these guys definitely done better. Trebuchet getting 44. Then we have the Zengids. The General getting 193 kills. Loads of these spears, yeah, like 93 the best one, but I mean, these guys just got a 96 actually. But these guys are just like vaporized. The slightly better spears, 94, and then we've got like some Jazeera spears here with 154 kills. Jazeera infantry, like the MVPs, I think, for the Zengids, getting 360 kills, 235. Then you got the Julian Gulaman, yeah, nothing impressive there. First Cavalry getting 248 kills. Ghazi getting 106, Chark infantry 130, the Javis 121, like these Mukti getting 207. Actually, definitely got like their kills. Like they sided out at the very beginning, they definitely were worth it. 180 kills with the Naftoons, 120 kills with the Ballista, and 68 kills with the Trebuchet. So some very good kills there for the Zengids. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you guys did enjoy. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're on here, and a comment to show your support. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.